So to further progress, let me take us a little bit deep on bash scripting. Okay, so just quickly launch my mouse pad. Um let's just create a new script. Let's call that mouse pad, and we want to call that bash test, let's say 2 for instance. So this is one way of creating a text file, or creating the file, or yeah, as the case may be, direct from your mouse pad without launching the mouse pad first, entering your syntax, then saving at the end. But when we do it this way, this will automatically save at the end of our task. Once we hit save, we have already assigned a name to this particular file. So this is one way to save files. So mousepad bash test 2. So we'll give it to open. So once this open, oh no, okay. So once this open, we would write another script. So I'll just quickly make this bold. All right, so let's start. So hash sign, exclamation mark, and of course bin bash, specifying our interpreter, bin bash. Line 2, we want to say, all right, so I'll teach you comments now, what we use the hash sign to denote. So hash sign is used to actually comment on a file. When you want to comment on a script or on a code, as the case may be, a computer won't read that particular file, so that particular line of code. Once you use an hash a symbol on a code, upon execution, computer won't read that. So we basically use hash majorly for commenting. I mean, example, I would say this. Let's say, for instance, I can say this is J's document, right? So anybody that is looking at this particular document, this particular script, can actually knows what the script it's all about, or what the script is doing. So I can give a full comment, a full statement here regarding this particular script, but I just want to limit it here. This is J's document. So the next line I want to do is, let's progress. I will do echo, of course, open your string. Let's say welcome to J ethical hacking. Welcome to J ethical hacking training. All right, so I will close the string. Next line, let's say echo. I will open my string again. Let's say, what is your name? What is your name? And close my string. Next thing I want to do, of course, I've taught you already, read name. Next line we want to achieve here, you do echo. Let's see what question. We're still trying to create another questionnaire, but this time a more complex and lengthy questionnaire. So let's see, echo, thank you for the information. Thank you for the information. Next, all right, close the string. Come to line 7. Ask another question. Echo open string. Can I get your mobile? Can I get? Am I sure this space are not too much? Okay. Can I get your mobile, or your number, or mobile, as the case may be? Can I get your mobile? All right, so the next thing we want to do is read mobile. All right, I've taught you this already. The next thing we want to do, echo, let's say, can I get your address? Can I get your address? And we'll close the string. The next thing we want to do, read address. So next line, do echo uh, just to confirm just to confirm your details or your information, just to confirm your informations. Close this, and I might want to call a variable, for instance, just like calling the person's name, just to confirm your information. Let me take this out, just to confirm your information. I can echo now a string. Your name is. I'll use my variable now. Your name is name here now, so I can close this string here. I'll explain this. Next thing we want to do is your name is this correct? Correct is a question. So if it's correct, I'm expecting them to respond. Read. I'm expecting them to respond. So it will read input. Read their input if it's correct. So the next thing we want to do is we can just do an echo here. Let's say echo thank you, for instance. Next question, still to confirm their informations again. So do echo let's see, what other information did we ask? Okay, we request for their mobile. So we can ask the question by saying your mobile is call the variable now, call out the variable, call assign mobile is next thing, mobile is correct. Still put up our question, but let's close the string first. Let's close the string here. Okay, so next line, that will be read now, read the input. Okay, so line 17, now we can just see echo. You can still echo thank you, as the case may be. Thank you. All right, so the next thing we want to do is let's still give a final. Okay, we still have address, so we can do echo echo your address, or let's say echo lastly your address is, and we use the variable here to call other function. Your address is. Okay, so we can correct. All right, so now read input. Last line now, let's just say echo if all informations are correct. Echo thank you for submitting your data. Thank you for submitting your data. We can do your information has been recorded or submitted, but let's use recorded. That works. I think my screen now it's becoming too big now. Let's see if I can zoom out a bit now for us. Just trying to zoom out. Okay. Thank you for submitting your data. I see why, because we're not seeing correctly. Your information has been recorded successfully. So we can put a full stop now and close that particular string. All right, so I'll just save this so it will take shape, then I will explain. All right, thank you for submitting your data. Your information has been recorded successfully. All right, so let me explain this script for us. Of course, the first is always our integer telling the a computer what kind of interpreter to use when decoding or when debugging, or as the case may be, when executing the script. So of course this is a bash script. So the second line too, it's a comment. I taught us this sin and a hash sign. We use the hash sign to comment on our script. So this is Jay's document. This particular line won't be executed. Computer won't read this line because of the hash it's in here. So it makes it already void. Line 3, echo welcome to Jay ethical hacking training. Of course I taught you echo. Line 4, echo what is your name, and read. We're trying to get their information now. So we see read name, taught you from previously. So this will give them the opportunity and input feed for them to enter their name. The next thing is echo thank you for the information. Next, echo can I get your mobile? So read mobile, this will request for their mobile. Can I get your address? Read address, this will request for the address. Just to confirm your informations, your name is, and we call out the variable. Call out the variable using $sign here. This will bring out their name here. Your name is this, correct? Question will pop up, correct? If that is correct, an input field on line 13 will prompt them to type correct. So once they type correct and hit enter, our next syntax on line 14 says thank you. Line 15 now, your mobile is this is just a way of reassessing them to ensure that the information they entered was correct. Your mobile is, and use the $sign to call out that variable. So this will bring back the mobile number they imputed here. If that is correct. Line 16 gives them the path to type correct. Line 17 now, echo thank you. We'll go to the next line, which is line 18. Lastly, your address is okay. So I think close this string here. So I'll just quickly close that. All right. So your address is, and we see the $sign there to call out that particular variables, correct? And 19 gives them the opportunity to enter if it's correct or not. So line 20 now says thank you for submitting. Thank you, echo. Thank you for submitting your data. Your information has been recorded successfully. So if all things being equal, if they didn't make any mistake, of course, this should populate at the end of the script. So let's just save this and run this. Let's see. So I've just saved that. I will close this now. So the next thing we want to do here is just close this mouse pad, Control C. I'll just clear this, and I'll just do an ls here. So we see now we have our bash test 2, but this particular script does not have an execute permission, so it can be executed. We do a long list in there just to see that particular file. Let's see, let's find it, bash script. That should be up. So this is bash test. You can see bash test 2 here. When I was teaching you permissions. So you see the only permissions this guy have is the read and write permissions, and also for the creator of this particular file of this script, which is Kali have the read and write permission, and members of the Kali group have the read permission, and other users have the read permission. So nobody, no user, no group have an execute permission. So that's why we want to change the permission on that file to make it executable. So to do that, I taught you permissions. So we'll just do sudo change mode file, and of course I just love using 777. I don't have the time, and I will enter the name of the script or the file we want to modify now, bash test 2, and I will hit enter, demanding for my password, and I'll just quickly type that. All right, so that is that. If you do an ls now, you can see our bash test here. If we do a long list in there, you should see the permissions on that particular file. So bash test, you can see I gave it full permission here: read, write, execute for the creator, read, write, execute for the group users, and read, write, execute for other users. So that's just 777. So you just know what you want to achieve. So now I'll just clear this so I can run that particular script. So I will run the script bash test 2. Hit enter. All right, so welcome to Jay ethical hacking training. What is your name? Okay, so my name is, let's say, Michael, for instance. Michael. All right, thank you for the information. Next, can I get your mobile? So yes, sure. My mobile can be 070 2000, for instance. Hit enter. Can I get your address? My address, I will just specify, let's say Lagos. Right, I'll hit enter. So just to confirm your information, your name is Michael, correct? Yes, my name is Michael, so I will just type correct. All right, so thank you. Your mobile is 070 2000, correct? I will just type correct here. Hit enter. Thank you. Lastly, your address is Lagos, correct? So just to double check that I didn't make any mistake when putting my input, when submitting my input. So lastly, your address is Lagos, correct? I'll type correct. So all right, so you can see, thank you for submitting your data. Your information has been recorded successfully. All right, so with this being said, we've come to the end of today's lesson. I do hope you enjoy the class. So see you all in my next video. Of course, come anticipating, we'll be going deep deep into bash scripting, where we'll be using bash script to run some scans, to automate scans, and the like. So trust me, it's where bash scripting gets interesting. I can't wait as well to see you all in my next video. Take care. Cheers. Alright, so with that being said, we've come to the end of today's lesson. If you're just joining me, please do well to hit the like button, and of course don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you all in my next video.